I'm honored to introduce our commencement speaker, Ransom Kent. Ransom and I have worked together for a few years now, and I would say is hands down one of the best youth pastors I have ever known. He's an elder here at Covenant Church and recently was promoted to Director of Family Ministry. He's just about to complete his seminary course load to become an ordained pastor here shortly. One of the best things, though, that ever happened to him was when he married Julie Miller, a CCS alum and daughter of Randy and Judy Miller. Among all of this, though, I'm pleased that he is my friend. Please welcome Ransom Kent.
Thank you, Ron, for letting everyone know that nepotism is alive and well, right? Greetings, parents, friends, graduates. I thought you were going to be over here, so I'm going to have to adjust my practice motions, but also to the hundreds of millions of Facebook watchers worldwide. I understand we're live, so greetings, all of you. My name's Ransom Kent, and I do work here at Covenant Church. Covenant School is a partner ministry with us. We're under the same umbrella, and one of the benefits of my job is that my office is in that building. And so every day, all day, I'm around these guys, and gals too. And so one of the benefits of that is that I can genuinely say that in this class, I have good friends. I won't talk about that because I will cry, and that'll ruin everything that I'm about to say. So I have friends here, and I'm excited to be able to give this last wisdom or charge. So thank you, Ron. Thank you, faculty and staff, for inviting me here. Since the beginning of civilization, we as a human race, we've discussed success using a particular phrase. Not only this phrase, but one of the phrases we've used is called reaching for your full potential, reaching your full potential. So we can go as far back to 500 BC. Ancient China, their famous philosopher Confucius says this: the will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Fast forward a few thousand years, the former British Prime Minister Winston Churchill says, continuous effort, not intelligence or strength, is the key to unlocking our potential. In his book, Achieve Anything in Just 1 Year, that sounds nice. Jason Harvey asked, are you just showing up in your life, or are you taking an active role in guiding it to reach your full potential and achieve your dreams? That's a good question. Another contemporary author puts it this way: there is inside you all of the potential to be whatever you want and whatever you want to be, and all of the energy to do whatever you want to do. That sounds nice as well. The late Reverend Ben Herbster says this: the greatest waste in the world is the difference between what we are and what we could have been. So let me summarize this for you, graduates. What is the world saying about you and your future? Here's 3 things. 1, the pinnacle of success is becoming the ultimate version of yourself. Whatever anyone has said you could be, whatever you dream to aspire to, this is what success looks like. So that's number 1. Number 2, you yourself, you have all the resources, all the time, all the gifts to reach that goal. You don't need anyone else. You don't need anything else. It's inside of you. And here's the third thing they're saying to you. If you do not reach that ultimate you, for any reason, your life is a waste. You're an utter and disgusting failure if you don't do that. So here you sit, class of 17, in the middle of the most encouraging speech you've ever heard. Also, dripping with potential. It's in you, right? That's what the world says. So I'm going to make it easy for you. Parents, if you have a pen, take these notes. I'm going to tell you the life you have to live in order to reach your full potential. Are you ready? If your parents aren't willing to take notes, you got to listen hard because there's a lot here, okay? Here's your shortcut. First and foremost, work hard. Work harder than anyone else. Don't settle for second best. You got to remember Winston Churchill, continuous effort. Here's number 2, more practical, never sleep in. The snooze button is your potential's enemy. On the other side of the day, you do not go to sleep until your eyes can't stay open. You don't achieve while you sleep. Do you understand that? Never be lazy. Never take an afternoon movie. Never take a personal day from work. If you're ready to crack, push through. Stay. Here's a rough one. This one's going to be tough. Never get stuck in traffic. Okay, and I got 3 things. This one's hard. Avoid all roadways that might possibly have an accident. You just got to think through it. Avoid construction zones. This one might be offensive, but we just got to go there. Avoid most streets adjacent to retirement communities. Now, I'm not saying you drive slow. I'm just saying you've lived your life. They can't take a chance on you just having a relaxing afternoon. Okay? No traffic. Never get sick. Laying in bed with a fever and a runny nose is not the best you. Okay? Don't make a gourmet meal and just enjoy the taste. Never have dinner with a friend. In fact, let's just forget friends altogether. Because you see, friends are people, and people have needs. Okay? And you may be tempted from time to time to have fun with them, and that is unacceptable. Never take a walk just because. Never take vacation. Never stop and take in the scenery. Now, I've been a little silly here. I've been tongue-in-cheek. But if you really want to know what life you have to live to reach the ultimate you, here's 3 real pieces of advice. Never fall in love. Never fall in love. Take it a step further. Never get married. Never get married. When you commit to a person, it takes time, energy, emotions to work through that relationship, and all of those things, when you give those away, you're stepping back from your full potential, the ultimate you. One more step, and I'm going to take a poll after this one. Never have children. Parents of the graduates, more productive or less productive after you had one of these jokers, right? Okay? So listen, what the world is telling you, if you want to reach your full potential, which is success, that's success. The ultimate you is where you need to shoot for. Don't do anything that might steal your time, your energy, your mind, or distract you from your goal. That goal being, what can I be? What is the ultimate me? If you can't tell, I have a problem with the weight we put on potential. I have a problem with it. And I want to share just 3 reasons why I have a problem with it. First of all, potential is a nebulous evaluation. Listen, when we say, this is what I could be, this is what I might be, these are dreams and thoughts and wishes, and there's no measurable data. We can't say, for sure I can make it there. For sure I can make it there. And the other side of that coin, how do we know if we have made it there? What if we are our fullest self and we're miserable because we just don't know it? You can't measure it. More serious than that, and I'm glad this is here, because sure, you can't measure it, and that may just sound negative, but this is reality. The path to potential leaves in its wake an empty life of endless work and relationships shattered by selfish ambition. The pursuit of your full potential necessitates the prioritization of your agenda, your success, your way. And that means everything that comes into your path either has to be moved aside or broken through, because you're on your way to greatness, baby, right? So when you're on your own agenda, you're seeking after that thing, you're leaving behind you missed opportunities, broken relationships. My third reason, and more practically, potential and real life are always at odds, and time is finite. So listen. You decide to get married. You decide to have a child. You decide to try this major. It doesn't quite work out. You decide to take a personal day. All these twists and turns that life is about to throw at you, you don't get that time back. If you don't achieve today, you don't achieve what you could have achieved today. You understand? A day gone by is a day gone by. And that is real life. And so if you set yourself up to shoot after this thing called ultimate me, my full potential, You're going to meet real life, and you're going to be left disillusioned and discouraged. Thankfully, not the end of my speech, right? So I want to propose a thought. I have an alternative. Rather than allowing your life to get in the way, instead, look at every twist and turn, every relationship, every traffic jam, every distraction as an opportunity to leave your potential behind and to grasp onto something even better. Instead of submitting to a lifelong slog of imprisonment to this hard-driving taskmaster called potential, I propose that we relieve ourselves of that impossible task and submit ourselves to something I'll refer to as calling. Our calling. No more potential. Let's think about our calling in life. Now, before I tell you what it is, I want to make a case for it. So here's my 3 reasons why I think calling is better than potential. While potential is derived from within or the people around us, you could be an astronaut, okay? Calling is given to us by something greater. Calling comes from an outside source, and the benefit of that is it can't be taken away. It's not nebulous. It's clear, it's defined, and in every situation, you can meet it. Potential is vague and can be lost at a moment's notice. Also, while potential is constantly trying to get people and situations out of your way, calling is adaptable. And here's the beautiful thing. When a tough situation, something you didn't expect, when it comes into your way and you're answering to your calling, it gives that moment infinite value. Infinite value. There's an infinite number of things you could do, and you're not wasting your life. In fact, it's the opposite. It's not just it's just accepting things in your way. You're begging for people and situations to come into your life so that you can live out your calling. Lastly, for my case for calling, while potential will inevitably enslave and disappoint you, calling gives you freedom to be fully human. You can serve those around you. You can experience a fullness of life that actually exists. You're not waiting for what's down the road. You're here now living. So what is our calling? What is our calling? The simplest way I could put it is this. And it's not just your calling, it's my calling, it's their calling, it's the whole world's calling. Our calling is to admit and submit to the fact that Jesus Christ is the Lord of our lives. And then join him in his redemptive work in the world. That's our calling. So whether you accept that or reject that, there's a fact there. Jesus rules the universe. And we're going to be about that or not about that. And we can either join him in it or not join him in it. You see, if we embrace this calling, every moment of our lives not only gains value, it's a value we cannot damage or destroy. You see how whether you succeed or fail, that calling remains the same. No matter what person or situation comes in your path, that calling remains. They're not a nuisance. They're your calling. And this is what's best for me about this. This calling allows us to be broken people. We're all broken people. We know that. We're not perfect. I don't actually have it in me to be the best ransom I can be. That's not true. And so when I look to Jesus and I look to what he's doing and I see him using me, it's like, wow, he's using broken people, and I can actually be a broken person because it's not about me anymore. So, I'm going to do this because I want to look at you guys. Okay? Sorry, Nathan. I might cry. It's going to be rough. Don't do it, Lydia. Okay? You're the first one to go. I could tell her she looked nice. She cries. Listen. Whether you're an engineer, somebody awed. Now I'm looking this way. Come on. Who awed me? I will find you. Now I'm looking, forget it, okay? Listen. Engineer, teacher. a husband or a wife, a mom or a dad, a famous musician, a nurse, a venture capitalist, a marine biologist, a veterinarian, a doctor, or a pastor. No matter what. See, it's not like I'm saying, hey, just be a pastor. I'm saying whatever you do, this can be your calling. So this is my final plea before it gets uglier up here, right? Here's my final plea. And actually, it's to all of us, but it's to you guys specifically. Forget this potential nonsense. Forget about it. Forget the ultimate you. That sounds so negative, but it's reality. I want you to live a full life that really exists. Forget aiming for this thing and losing out on all these opportunities. Forget it. Instead, seek hard and unwaveringly after the calling that Jesus has put on all of our lives. Listen, give your life to Christ. Spend every moment of that life loving the people around you with the love that he loved with you first. Think about that. And spend every moment bringing his salvation to this world. That's the fulfilling life. Class of 2017, I love you. Congratulations.